Hello guys and welcome to another video. This is Raider Sugar here with my friend Austiplier.
Hey guys.
He's gonna just be playing Xenoverse as I discuss one of my theories that I haven't heard actually on YouTube for Dragon Ball Super, and that's to deal with the Black Goku and how this Goku could be different. How this Goku's very different from the Goku in the current timeline.
Right.
In Universe 7. Like, my theory is maybe it's like a Majin version of Goku.
Right.
From that universe. Like, maybe they thought, like, Trunks maybe thought he was dead. But really, he's, like, still alive. Like, to me, that's an interesting theory that I haven't heard at all. Because it would be pretty sweet if there was a Majin Goku.
Right. Because we don't know what really happened in Trunks' timeline after the Cell games. Like, what happened? Did he eventually just find peace until then with Black Goku, or did the Bobbity thing happen to come around? We really don't know.
Well, in, like, my mind, like, I feel like Majin would have been born again. Because it wasn't like the events of them that made that happen. It was the events that just, like, they came and they wanted him alive. And then they were gonna take power from, like, everyone that they could.
Right.
And it just happened that it was during the Root Tournament, and Supreme Kai came and was just like, hey, I want you to go Super Saiyan, Gohan. Like, that was just something that happened because they wanted to find out where they were.
Right.
But what would happen if that tournament never came around?
Exactly.
Because the androids were there.
True.
Eventually, the people that were working to bring back Majin would still bring back Majin Buu.
True.
Especially when there's one Saiyan really left.
Right.
And that's Trunks.
And that's just Trunks alone.
And Gohan, technically.
Yeah. Because technically, Gohan is living within Trunks in spirit with him.
No, I'm talking about, like before. It's because the androids were doing the road for a couple of years. Instead of just, like, a couple of months in the regular timeline.
Right.
What's going on?
But, like, eventually the Majin Buu would be awoken. And what if Goku was Goku is dead?
Right.
And he came back from Otherworld to help out. As you know, he does usually. But what if there was a little darkness inside of him at that time?
Right.
Because we don't know what could happen. It's a different timeline.
True.
Because the only way that the Majins can take over you is if you have a bit of evil.
Right.
And that's why they could take over Vegeta.
Exactly.
So what if it's flip-flopped? What if Vegeta was the Saiyan that went there first? It's because we don't know a lot about Trunks' timeline.
Right.
All we know is that Vegeta went Super Saiyan in his timeline.
Exactly.
And yes, I know people are going to hate my theory. But that's why it's a theory.
Right. We won't know until, like, June 12th.
But that might be what happened.
We never know.
There's multiple of different things that could happen. We do know it's from... This is future Trunks from Z.
Yeah.
And from Kai.
True.
Dragon Balls. So we know it's the Trunks that went back in time to save the world from androids, helped defeat Cell, and then went back to save his own timeline.
Right.
What we don't know is what is his timeline actually like. All we know is that the androids took over, and and every Saiyan is dead, all the fighters are dead, besides Trunks and Gohan.
Right.
So we don't know if, like, in his timeline Goku's actually evil now.
Sure. Because thanks to Cell games, might have changed some things. We never know.
Yeah, we don't know. So that's why there would be a black Goku.
Right.
It's because Goku is evil in that universe. And then the Majins came, and instead of taking over Vegeta, they took over Goku.
Right.
Which I just think would be like a very shocking thing. It's because in all the pictures that we got, we don't see a clear facial picture of Dark Goku.
Exactly.
And everyone knows that Dark Goku's going to be evil because they said this is the next villain.
Right.
We just don't know why this exact Goku's evil. It could be because of Majin, could just because he never went to Earth.
Could be.
It's because in Dragon Ball, the original show, Goku hated the humans because that was his reaction. He would like Saiyans, and he would try to fight Grandpa Gohan until he fell off a cliff, bonked his head, and forgot everything.
Right. And then became the Goku we know in the present timeline.
Yeah. And then he was good.
Right.
You see, and so on and so forth throughout the story. But what if it was the opposite? What if it could have been Raditz, for all we know, that came to Earth instead.
Right.
It could be Vegeta. And the reason that, I don't know, people are thinking like, yeah, but if Goku's evil, wouldn't Gohan be evil? Technically, no. Because
it's up to Gohan to decide.
Yeah, because Trunks isn't evil.
Right.
Even though Vegeta is evil.
Right. Trunks was never evil, and despite his father being the way he was during the Cell games, the Saiyan saga and the Frieza saga.
Even in the Majin saga, the reason that they got him is because he was still a bit evil.
He was a bit evil, but he was starting to change.
Yeah.
Over time, he started to change.
And even Battle of Gods, they even like hinted at that he's still a bit evil.
Right.
Because they needed 5 pure Saiyans.
Right.
And the only one that wasn't pure at the time was Vegeta. But he was close enough.
He was close enough to make it so Goku could become a god.
And the main reason why they brought that up in that is because people knew that Vegeta was not 100% good.
Right.
Like, nobody's going to be like, oh yeah, he's good. They're going to be like, sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. It matters. But the one thing that always fuels him is to be Goku.
Right. And that's his passion, is to become better than Goku, to surpass Goku and basically be better than him.
So what if in Trunks' timeline, Goku was always trying to be better than Vegeta?
Right.
Because we never seen Goku go Super Saiyan in Trunks' timeline. But we saw Vegeta do it. And that's in like a filler episode.
Right.
After the Cell. No, in the Cell saga. Or Android saga. I forget which one. But it shows you like Trunks' parallel universe.
Right. Because there's 2 different universes that Trunks
Timelines.
currently exists in.
But then other people, okay, this is a theory that like most people think, and not like most people, but like a large majority.
Right.
That what if Dark Goku's not even from Trunks' timeline? What if he's from a different timeline?
Right.
And he's just traveling through time.
Trying to make himself known to the other universes, like, hey, I'm going to be a major threat.
Well, I was going to bring up something, but I don't know how many Dragon Ball fans actually watch the show. The Flash. Have you seen The Flash?
I've seen it from time to time.
Have you seen what's his name? The Black Flash.
I think it was a Negative Flash or something.
No. I forget his name.
I've never seen to that part.
There in like season 2.
I think the people in the comments might know. What
Yeah, I forget. Don't hate me, guys. So sorry, I haven't watched in like a month because watched it all.
Right.
But like, there's this Flash from a different universe. But he's not really the Flash at all. He's more like the reverse Flash of that universe.
Right.
And what he wants to do is go through the universe and take like different timelines, different universes, and take over those worlds.
Right.
So that it's because he wants to be the fastest ever.
Right.
Throughout time and space. So what if that's what Goku wants? He wants to be better than everyone.
Right.
That the whole entire universe.
Because we only know about the universes 7 and 6 and how strong their characters are.
But because we know that there's 7 and 6, there has to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly. We don't know what the other universes are like. We don't know from universes 1 to like 12 are. We only know universe 6 and 7. We don't know how strong the gods are in the other universes, or how stronger the warriors are in the other universes are.
But because they're saying that this is universe 7, it's like with superhero comic books. They've always made the universe like a number above 1. They were never like, this is universe 1. They're like, this is universe 5.
Right.
You know, whatever. That's because they want to surprise you with the other ones.
Right.
Especially with Marvel.
Right.
And the recent run where they were destroying the universes and the universes fighting each other. And then Secret Wars happened and stuff.
Right.
They were doing that because it was a reboot, first of all, and because it was a new idea. And it, like, to me, that was a good idea to do. But back to Dragon Balls, because that's what this video is about. It's not about other things.
Right.
So what do you think about, what if Goku's going through universes, through multiverses, through different timelines, to try to prove that he's the best fighter?
I think it's actually quite a good theory, to be honest. Because, like, maybe in his mind, he's trying to prove, like, he's the strongest in all the universes.
It would be like Goku being Vegeta, but like on crack.
Right. Because we all know in our present timeline, our Goku, he just loves to fight. No matter how strong the person is compared to him, he's willing to fight them.
But
just to prove how strong.
But the one thing that we know from Battle of Gods is he always wants to defeat his opponent.
Right.
And to him, fighting is like a joke.
Right. He just loves to fight.
And he doesn't know why he can't stop. And the fact that he could not go Super Saiyan God by himself upsetted him.
Exactly. He even stated it in the movie. Because Beerus was talking to him. He's like, so why are you so disappointed in the fact that you've become a god? And Goku clearly told him, he's like, because this is a power up level. This is the power up level that I cannot reach on my own, and that upsets me.
And that just like proves right there
that Goku wants to progress stronger and get stronger by himself without anybody's help.
And that's like the first time that you really got like an answer to that, because there's probably people that were like, well, Vegeta's always trying to beat Goku.
That's why he does what he does.
But Goku never wants to be defeated.
Because Goku, the thing is with Goku, he wants to become stronger. He tries to make himself stronger by fighting these powerful enemies, such as Beerus and Whis and Majin Buu and so forth and so forth. Because he wants to prove how strong he is compared to the person he's fighting. It's like his goal to find out how strong he can become by himself.
Yeah. But that was like a shocking thing to me.
Right.
That Goku's more like Vegeta than The show actually lets you know.
Right. It's like Goku's becoming more of Vegeta than Vegeta is basically himself. The only issue with Vegeta is he just doesn't want Goku to surpass him all the time. But Goku's...
But in Resurrection F, he came to accept that. He understood that.
I'm gonna go a little bit from the past and state it, but in the Majin Buu series, in the saga for Majin Buu, Vegeta even stated it, he even realized that Goku has surpassed him so many times, and he finally knows why. Because he doesn't want to lose. He fights to make sure he doesn't lose. He makes sure he progresses and gets stronger to the point where he needs to essentially become stronger every time. And Vegeta learned he can't keep up with Goku as long as he likes. If Vegeta finds a new level, Goku quickly surpasses him. Like when Vegeta found Super Vegeta, Goku was able to become Super Goku, and he even stated it to Gohan that he could even become one level further if he wanted to. And then during the Majin Buu saga,
he went Super Saiyan 3 when Vegeta went Super Saiyan went Super Vegeta 2.
Because Vegeta went Super Saiyan 2, Goku matched him up with Super Saiyan 3.
And then they fused also in that, which was a shocking resolution for the people that first watched it. Like they were like, "No, this isn't possible. This cannot happen."
Right, and basically from the fusions, the Elder Kai stated that the Tara earring fusion is stronger than the Metamorian fusion.
Mm-hmm.
And the better thing about the Tara earring is there's no time limit. Fusion, however, has a 30-minute time limit.
Yeah.
Is why that can't be used as long as they want to. We even learned that in Fusion Reborn.
Yeah.
But coming into my theory about the Black Goku situation, also wants to drag in the Majin Buu side of things. My theory was like after the events of Cell and after he kills all the androids,
saves his timeline. They go into a time of peace.
Right.
Okay.
He and Trunks and Bulma living in peace.
Yep.
But people want to speculate that what happened after that, because we never really got to see what happened after in Trunks' timeline after the events of the androids.
Yeah. Besides when he went back for like.
But
okay. So I'm cutting you off, but like the weird thing was, Trunks was supposed to go back after he defeated the androids, but he didn't ever go back. There's never an episode that showed him going back.
Yeah, because he created the time paradox that caused him to be involved with two universes. One where he gets killed by Cell, and which leads Cell to come to the past, and then the one where Trunks is already alive and well, as we know now.
But the thing that confused me the most was that he was going to go back and tell them, hey guys, beat the androids.
Basically that he beat the androids.
But then he fought Cell and never in any episode ever went back.
Right. Because he really didn't see the need to go back. Because he basically made it clear that he needs to stay in his timeline and defend off anybody that tries to destroy the Earth and whatnot. Like, he needs to become the next Gohan and become the defender of Earth. Coming back to the theory of Black Goku, like, we all know that the Z Warriors are all dead in his timeline. Goku died of the heart virus, so he can't be revived with the Dragon Balls. But saying if Babidi eventually came into Trunks' timeline, maybe he found a way to resurrect Goku and corrupt Goku. And maybe control Goku so he's becoming like this evil or Black Goku.
Yeah.
And Trunks knowing Goku in the present timeline is like, oh hey Goku, it's been a while, I thought you died. And then that's when he finds out that this is not the same Goku that he's used to. Like, this is not Like, this is not the past Goku. And even Akira Toriyama stated in the interview that despite how strong Trunks has become, which we don't know yet.
We don't know if he can go Super Saiyan Blue or not.
Right. We don't even know if he becomes Super Saiyan 2 or 3. But he barely escapes the future with his life.
Going Super Saiyan 1.
If Super Saiyan is all he can do, then we pretty much know that, yeah, that's an understatement.
Even though he should be, at least, I would feel like Super Saiyan 3.
Right, because we've seen Bulma in the future wear the red scarf, and in the series, he's going to be wearing that red scarf. So maybe in his future timeline, maybe Bulma dies by Black Goku or something.
And that would make him,
because Bulma's all he has left in that future.
Yeah.
He loses Bulma, he's gonna go Super Saiyan 3 or maybe Super Saiyan 2.
Well, what about his girlfriend?
Oh, Mai.
Yeah, Mai.
Many people have been talking about Mai. I honestly am surprised upon Mai being with Trunks in the future. We never really got to see a glimpse of Mai and Trunks' timeline, but we did see, like in Battle of Gods, that Kid Trunks and Kid Mai, or some people just want to call it regular Mai for the hell of it, but they had a thing going on during the Battle of Gods movie that I think carried into Resurrection F. So maybe that's what happened in Trunks' timeline. Maybe the Pilaf gang is all said and done. Maybe they happen to die off. Mai's the only survivor at that point.
Yeah.
She finds Trunks and is willing to help Trunks out. And then they get their thing going on, and Trunks and Mai end up going through the future.
Well, the one thing that people are saying about is that Mai can't be a kid at that time.
Right. I mean, yeah, she can be a character of the real Pilaf gang as a little kid, but how would that conflict into
because
future Mai?
She would be older than Bulma at that time.
Right.
Which to me, what if like they fell in love, but she's like really old, so Trunks did a favor and wasted her wish,
and reduced her to basically his age or something.
Yeah.
Because we know Trunks came from 17 years in the future, so he was 17 at the time. And if we go by where we are now, he should be around maybe 31, 32.
Yeah.
So basically a full-grown adult. But like I said earlier, the whole thing with future Mai, we don't know. We really didn't get to see any glimpses of future Mai. But besides that, going back to Black Goku for the final time in this discussion, going into he could be resurrected, controlled by Babidi, and he can find future Trunks and take down future Trunks to the point where he has to escape the future and find Goku and Vegeta from the past.
Yes.
Because even in the story, in the interview Akira Toriyama was talking with about, he stated that it's going to be dragging the Omni King, the King of 12 Universes, the God of Destruction, possibly from Universe 6 as well, and Supreme Kai or Kaioshin. So this is obviously going to be some kind of universal threat.
Yeah.
It has to be a big enough threat for even the Omni King himself to be involved.
Oh, fuck.
Not only that, but dragging in the likes of Beerus, Whis, Vados, maybe Vados and Champa get involved.
So like, the thing that I'm wondering about is that, because it's different timeline, would Beerus still awake during that time?
Right. What if he awoken during that time?
And Trunks and Gohan are the last Saiyans.
Right.
There's no 5 Saiyans to give one of them Super Saiyan God.
Right. So basically, Trunks in his timeline, even though technically you're going on Gohan and Trunks being in the different timeline.
Yeah. Alternate timeline of Universe 7.
Right. But if we're talking about future Trunks' original timeline, where he's just the only one left, he has nobody to give him the God power.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm going on theorizing, but maybe if Beerus and Whis are involved with his timeline, maybe Whis can train Trunks in a way that can help him get that power. Or maybe he can just try to train.
Would it be possible for Trunks to get Super Saiyan blue?
We know with Vegeta, he never went Red Super Saiyan God. He never went Super Saiyan God from what we've seen.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball Super, Goku even stated that he needed help getting to the God form, but Vegeta became a God all on his own.
Okay.
So it begs the question, how did Vegeta get to Super Saiyan Blue without having the Red God, Super Saiyan God, brought in? Despite training with Whis.
Okay.
I'm thinking like maybe he infused when they were doing the whole Super Saiyan God thing with Goku. Maybe he didn't share all of the power towards Goku. Maybe he kept some for himself.
But we're talking about a different timeline again.
Right.
That didn't happen in Trunks' timeline.
Right.
Goku never became a Super Saiyan God.
Right, because Goku was never around. Because he died like way back when.
So would Beerus never have that vision, or would it?
Maybe he would have, maybe he wouldn't have. Because we know Goku died after his fight with Frieza.
Yes.
So he would at least have the premonition of Goku beating Frieza, but not Goku facing against Beerus as a god.
Okay.
But I'm going to start rolling on a different topic for this one. And I know this is probably running on like, 45 minutes in. What is the possibility for this arc, this Black Goku arc, the Future Trunks arc is what they're officially naming it.
Yep.
What do you think about possible fusion? Like maybe Goku or Vegeta fuse
into Dark Goku?
Like our present Universe 7.
Oh.
Like maybe it's forced to the point where they can't beat Black Goku on their own, so they have to fuse.
And bring back in the fusions?
At least one of the fusions. What's your opinion on that?
I think that would be actually pretty nice if they brought in fusions again.
Right, because we haven't seen fusions, and it's been hinted. And even other YouTubers have said it. It's been hinted and hinted and hinted throughout the Dragon Ball Z movies, even Dragon Ball Super.
And Resurrection.
Even Whis hinted it in Resurrection F.
That he whispered to Beerus, if they work together, they would be more stronger than you.
Right.
So if they fuse Super Saiyan Blue, and
or
Super
they
Saiyan,
fused at all.
If they Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta would be strong enough to defeat Beerus.
At least make him use more than 70% of his power, unlike Goku or Vegeta ever could single.
Imagine what that could do to just another Saiyan.
Right. Because we've never seen Saiyan on Saiyan or fusion against Saiyan. We've only seen against like people like Janemba, Super Buu, and Omega Shenron and GT.
Yeah.
But
it makes you wonder.
And it does. It honestly makes you wonder if they're going to bring back fusion for this arc.
It would be interesting.
Right. Some people are saying maybe it's Vegito that should get brought back. How do you expect that? Unless Kaioshin gives them the Batara earrings to fuse, you can't do Vegito. Maybe you can just do regular fusion and get Gogeta. and hope for the best with that. But what if fusion doesn't work? What if Black Goku's able to withstand the fusion? Then what?
Fusion on fusion action.
Fusion on fusion.
Double fusion.
What? Gotenks and Gogeta?
No, dude, Gogeta and Beerus.
I don't think Beerus could. I don't think Beerus could fuse because he doesn't have the Metamemorian fusion within him.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about it.
But wouldn't that be awesome?
Right.
I just said that because that would actually be pretty cool.
That would.
Because Beerus and them are equals.
Right.
Just, they cannot beat Beerus unless they work together.
Yeah, even Akira Toriyama stated he has no plans of making Goku or Vegeta surpass Beerus or Whis anytime soon. So it kind of begs the question, when will we see Beerus get over, like, officially beat by Goku or Vegeta?
Or both.
Or both, if they are willing to work together.
Yeah.
But even Goku stated in Resurrection F, he likes working by himself. And Vegeta laughed it off. He's like, at least we can agree on one thing.
Uh-huh. I think that's going to be it for this video, though.
I agree.
It's been long enough.
Right. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked what you heard. Maybe you can think of your own theories down in the comment section below.
It would be interesting hearing what you guys think.
If you enjoyed, please leave a like and comment below, subscribe, and we will be seeing all of you guys in the next one. Peace.
See ya.